Rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday. Good afternoon again. You know what today is. It's the day that we thank God because everything is happening good now and every day's a gift. But it's also Halloween and I'm not dressed for Halloween because I had to go to a funeral tonight. And one of my guests was going to be dressed, but she didn't make it. So instead, our lovely Susan decorated the table with all this great Halloween stuff. We have candy for everyone. And we have wine. And that's the first thing we do on the show is we salute.
Salute.
So thank you to all my guests for coming. Yes. Salute.
Salute.
You could say it in any other language, anybody, if you
L'chaim.
like.
Chindan.
Shindan, Shlanta.
L'chaim.
There you go. So happy Halloween to everybody. Today's show is sponsored by Teddy from Orapura Jewelers. He's located in Franklin Square. He's very good to us all the time. You need jewelry, you need anything that's collectible, you need something fixed. That's Teddy. He is the nicest man going, and when you go see him, you get cappuccino. And if you sit in a chair while he's there working with you, you meet about 30 people in an hour. And they all help each other. And he even makes food and gives you food to take home. So, Teddy, thank you for your sponsorship today and every month. And that's what's happening today with our sponsors. We have some great people here today. We have my very dear colleague, Mary Aguilar BUTTAFUOCO.
That's right.
She's an author. She's an actress. She's a model. She's a host. She does everything. And she wrote a book too, which was, what was the name of it again?
Voices Never Heard.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
So
for
what are you
having me.
doing now? I know you've been doing a lot of consulting and interviews for auditions.
Yes, and I'm also a social worker by trade, and basically I'm doing a lot of promotional work at this point, at this time. So I do want to start a podcast again. I had one for 10 years, and my guests were survivors that were victims of different types of abuse, sexual, domestic violence, and I give them a voice because people that are in these situations don't really have voices, and I would give them a voice without being judgmental. And so also I'm introducing, we have a nice panel tonight. We have Rick KERN, who is an actor, a producer, a director, and a comedian. Okay.
We
And
know
a
he's
writer.
Yeah, and we know he's
I
a
forgot to
comedian.
say writer, but
because
it's here.
he had us laughing here all morning. He's hysterical, and he's in a great film.
Oh, that's
Thank
right.
you.
Tell about your film that you.
Yeah,
We're
well,
going to give you a clip.
I am, like she said, writer, producer, director, actor, and comedian. Right now, the most recent film, it's been killing it in the film festivals and winning Best Short Film, and it's been very exciting. And I know that in some film festivals, I'm up for Best Actor, so I can't wait to see what happens with those
Impressive.
festivals.
Very impressive.
But back in the day, I did study at HB Studios under William Hickey. If you don't know who William Hickey is, He actually is the voice of the mad scientist in Nightmare Before Christmas. And if you ever saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, he's the old guy with the cigarette in his mouth all the time that lights the tree on fire. And in real life, he always had a cigarette in his mouth.
Does he give hickeys?
No, he doesn't. But that's why
He was
died
also
of
in
lung
Forget
cancer,
Paris.
'cause he always had a cigarette in his
He
mouth.
played
and-
Deborah Winger's mother in Forget Paris.
Right.
Father,
So,
sorry.
but when one cigarette was almost out, he took another one, took that cigarette, and off he goes. So that's how I got into acting. That was a long time ago, but now I learned the art of directing, producing, and now I'm in Range Anxiety, where I am the star. Funny thing is back in the day, I did drive cabs and limousines, and here I am driving a, what do you call it, a Long Island Easy Ride. Kind of like an Uber, but we do Easy Ride.
Yes.
So I guess, Bobby, if you just want to show them the beginning, I'm going to show you a little clip from Range Anxiety.
There he is.
My driver.
Is that your house?
No, actually, it's not my house. That's actually Adam's house. There we go. And there's our cat. And what's funny is, I never drove an electric car before. I mean, I did back, in 2019, I took a test drive of a Nissan electric thing at the mall because they gave you some gift card to do it.
That's right. I
But
remember that.
but as
yeah.
far as actually like going around in an electric car, that I never did. So I did learn a lot about it.
Okay.
And I'm sure people out there do know what range anxiety is. Range anxiety is when you drive an electric vehicle and all of a sudden you're getting low on electric and there's not a gas station on every corner for electric, you know. So you start getting anxious and anxiety. And what happens in this movie is my last call brings me upstate and I get all this anxiety. And I'm a little sarcastic in the film. Hopefully it does come out on some streaming platforms. Right now it's been kicking butt in the film festival, so I'm very excited about that.
Yes, very, very
And,
good. I saw it, and I thought you were great.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And very, very funny. And
Thank
you have
you.
some very weird characters in it.
Yes, we do.
And I think we have one of the characters sitting right next to me
okay.
here.
Talk about weird. There we go, Michael.
There you go. And why don't you tell everyone your name and what your position is
Okay.
in the film?
My name is Michael Fenster. I played Rodney Brooks, and I got the name because I named it after my two favorite comedians, Rodney Dangerfield and Mel Brooks. I'm the easiest passenger in the movie, and it was just a lot of fun. Acting hit me by chance a couple of years ago, and I said, I love it. And Rick was my driver, and Rick will admit that I was probably the easiest passenger out of all of them, because you got to start somewhere and then escalate. And I just love doing it. And right now I'm in another film called Righteous Thugs. I'm an extra in two scenes, in a walking scene and then a restaurant scene. And the more the merrier. If you could get my name out there, let's do it.
Now, what about, wasn't one of those scenes a horror movie? A horror movie?
No,
Oh, which one? What kind of movie is that, Studs?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's funny you should mention that because what's funny is the movie is mentioning Extortion Thugs. I actually auditioned for it.
Oh,
They loved my audition, but I didn't get the part. But the director of Extortion Thugs saw Range Anxiety and saw me in the film and said, I want him to be the barber. So on the 10th or 11th, whatever it is, a week from Monday, I shoot my scene.
Oh.
I'm not going to say what happens to me, but I feel like I'm getting typecast because like another movie that I'm in, December they had the red carpet premiere, and then it's coming out next year, which is called Yumanabachi 3, which 1 and 2 are already out as a cult classic. And part 3, I'm in the beginning of it, so the scene you see me in, you're going to remember me.
Well, you're hard to forget.
Yeah.
That's what people tell me. I try to
Yes.
make them forget me, but they don't. It's like when I
You're
try to
very
get
funny.
lost, I can't.
You're very funny. But I think you play a cab driver
Yeah.
just to the T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well-
really do.
One thing that with this movie is I'm used to scripts. Sometimes people go, well, improvise is easy. No, it's not. Andrew, the director, got very lucky with the cast in this because usually when people do improvise, they get lost and they start fumbling around because they're improvising.
Yeah, and it's
So
not in
they're
the
like,
scene,
oh my
right.
God, what do I say now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened is Andrew gave each one of them, told them to pick what they want to do. Don't tell me. I have no clue. And when they get in the car, just, because I know how to react to it. I drove a cab, so I just went naturally, like back in the day when I was driving a cab and just felt
You're
with it
definitely
that
a
way.
natural in the cab.
Thanks.
The way you talk
I
to
like the
people.
improvisation part of it. It was just like
Well,
easier.
you were very good.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
were serious. You had on a nice suit.
Yeah.
And
That too.
you didn't.
Because it dealt with my professional career outside of acting, which is a nonprofit accounting professional.
Yeah, so you worked for a few different companies
Yeah.
as a consultant,
Yeah,
right?
we're consultant. I was also on the advisory board for Ronald McDonald House for 2 years. I helped with the Ronkonkoma Chamber of Commerce in their softball game, and also the Fight for Charity on Long Island.
Yes.
And let me correct myself. I said righteous thugs. It's extortion thugs. And
Extortion thugs,
Yeah,
exactly.
and I'm in 2 scenes this coming Sunday. I'm looking forward to it.
And what is that about, extortion thugs? Is it about thugs that
I
do bad
just
things?
don't know what's about, but willing to learn because I'm going there at 7 o'clock in the morning Sunday and going from there. They'll tell me what it's
a
all about.
drama.
It's a drama.
It's
Okay.
extortion. It's like similar to like a mafia hit guys.
Oh, I love those.
Things in that manner. I don't want to give too much away, but if you did go on the IMDb and look up Extortion Thugs, also you can follow their Facebook page, and you can look up Three Rats Entertainment, who is the producers of the film.
Yes, okay.
Great people.
So what, when you want to volunteer, what's your favorite thing about volunteering? 'Cause
Paying it
I'm
forward.
a volunteer.
I believe in paying it forward because, like, I call myself a socio-financial person, which is believing in the mission of the organization as well as doing the finances. And if you could give back, whether it's services, volunteer to help out with the fundraising, or just even posting signs, or just partaking in the event, gives you great gratification.
And where do you live? Long Island?
I live in Queens.
Oh, so you take trip to come in to
Yeah,
Long Island.
worth
Wow.
the trip.
Well, a trip, I mean driving or trains or whatever.
Car.
Oh, so you do drive.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. And you were at one of the Breakfast Club's big Christmas party last year.
Yes.
So what'd you think of that?
That was amazing. It was
Yeah.
just like, I'm blown away because you just see people like who just really get along with one another, and I think it's the
That's
greatest
very
thing in the
true.
world. Everyone's like family.
Well, that's the reason, that everybody gets along, because we have a sign. It says, we don't allow bitches.
That's a good saying. I like that.
Yeah.
I think we should make hats with that.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, because, when you start a new group, there's sometimes jealousy and things like that. We don't allow it. If somebody gets a job lead and 3 of you go on it and one person got the job,
That's a blessing.
we're happy.
Be happy for that person who got it because
Exactly.
it could lead to other things.
And
Well-
then there's other types of stuff that used to go on, but now nobody's like that, and we've grown so much. I mean, it's ridiculous with so many things. It's
And
not
thank God
just
bitches
jobs.
is not a curse anymore.
No,
FCC rules.
And
you
you
can
act
say
too,
it.
Valentina, so that's good. I saw
Yeah.
you and Max. That was fantastic.
yeah. Well, a new movie came out last week. We'll talk about that at the end. And so, what would you say is your next step? Past the accounting work. Like, is there something?
I would love to be a part-time background scene actor with dialogue, even if it's an hour movie. Give me 5 minutes of dialogue. I don't expect to be starring, but if I could get my role and background, maybe I'll get my Hollywood star eventually.
You do realize 5 minutes of dialogue is a lot in a film.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
You're asking for more than you really wish
Okay,
for. So
3
be
to 5
careful.
minutes.
If you get 30 seconds of dialogue, you're lucky.
I got like 3 minutes in this scene, this movie, Range Anxiety, which I was thrilled with.
So,
There you
have
go.
you experienced any kind of tough guys? When you do the auditions and when you do the actual dialogue in the film.
When I do the dialogue, I just put myself as, I'm here to do my job. It's not who I am personally. And I just want my personalities to show that I'm serious about what I'm doing.
Very nice. Very good.
I'm not a
Well,
violent person, but I just loved the fact that I was Rodney Brooks, and now people call me Rodney Brooks. My friends from college, I'm like, cool.
Hey, Rodney.
That's great. Where did you go to college?
I went to Quinnipiac University in Hamden, Connecticut, graduated in 1990 when it was a small school. I got my MBA in accounting from Adelphi in '97.
Whoa.
So,
There you go. And guess what? I don't have a college degree.
but you act like you're a professor.
Yeah, I do.
You're my professor.
You know what my dream is? I want to be given an honorary college degree from one of these colleges because I have a suitcase this big of all my volunteering, but you need to have a lot of money to get that. If you give them $100,000 towards a room or whatever, you'll get it.
So everybody start giving her money so she can get this dream come
But
true.
that's a
Just chip
dream,
in.
believe it or not. It's a dream.
I'll see what I could do on my
And
undergrad
you
and
know,
graduate.
what happened to me in my life was because I always moved up because I was good at what I did.
Right.
And when I got fired only twice in my life, I wrote 2 books because I don't get fired a lot either. Now my book, From Fire to Freedom, is the best thing that happened to me. Everybody in this world should write a book. When you write a book, your life changes.
Or a screenplay.
Or a screenplay, which I don't know how to do. But now we have this very nice gentleman here today that we just met, and I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Steve BORODKIN. I am an author, poet. Thank you. This
Love
is my
the
book.
cover.
I know, I do too.
It's called Street Level, if you guys can see that. It's a memoir. It took 10 years to write.
10 years.
10 years, 500 drafts, 3 authors, and finally Stephanie at Red Penguin.
Yes, and she's
May I
my
ask a
publisher.
question?
Yes, sir.
How long is the book written and from what age to what age?
So this takes place from when I was 8 years old. I lived at home. I was sexually abused by a parent, as well as physically abused. And one day I decided at 13 years old to run away. I got on the bus, went down to the Lower East Side of Manhattan, moved in with my cousin Bobby, who was a junkie.
Wow.
And I took this bat with me. My dad had bought me this bat when I was a kid, hoping that I would learn a sport. It didn't work out that way. I carried that bat around the Lower East Side with me for protection. I ended up working for a couple of gentlemen in Little Italy.
Okay, I guess they were very nice guys.
They were very nice guys, and I was the only little Jewish kid there, so I was able to traverse Canal Street back in the day from the north to the south side. I was in and out of Chinatown. But this book is basically a story of someone who escapes abuse, runs a gauntlet of violence, and at the same time encounters a lot of love and understanding from people who don't give a lot of love and understanding. They employed me, they feed me, fed me, they housed me, and then somebody, as far as I know, allegedly got whacked, and I was sent off to Asia. The reason why I was sent off to Asia was because Mexico wasn't far enough. And that book takes you to Asia, it takes you back home,
Wow.
and then there is
Amazing.
redemption.
So the reality is it's actually more than 10 years of writing. It's like,
It
like-
took 10 years to write, and
but it's really,
from 8 years old to 21.
So
Right.
now you went to Asia. How did they send you? Alone or with
No, I was a
bodyguard?
contractor during the end of the Vietnam War. Back then, there were a lot of, I guess, people, as far as I know, but I'm not really sure, who were smuggling contraband in, is what I heard, but I don't really know. And I was a part of that. We supplied the guys there with cigarettes and Playboy, and brought back a lot of stuff that we weren't supposed to. And then it turned serious, and we actually got out of Saigon 3 months before it fell, and I ended up regretting what I did, but we were supported by the Marines there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
amazing
pretty heavy
story.
story. I got home, I went back down to the Lower East Side of Manhattan, saw it wasn't for me, and went cross country. And so all that is in this kind of little book. It's so heavy at times, and I'm a poet by nature, a published poet, and so this book is, it's poetic and it's not cathartic. and I'm willing to share this with anyone who feels that life is too much for them.
I think it would be a great
Fantastic.
movie.
Wow.
It's a great film, and I just would like to add that at the end of all this, at this point I have a beautiful life, and I've created that. By writing this book, it's freed me and given me the agency to actually be the best of who I am.
That's terrific.
Which is why I'm sitting here with you, because there's no such thing as luck. You make your own.
That's very true. You have to keep
You have to,
fighting,
yeah.
right? Keep going out of the box.
Yeah, you
Yes,
just have
trying
to
to
be who you
resistance.
are.
Overcomes resistance.
Don't listen to the voices in your head, and don't listen to the voices that are outside telling you that you can't.
That's right.
You're a survivor, and it's amazing.
It's a beautiful thing to just be able to share it from a point of gratitude and not brag.
Well, it's not
About
bragging. It's something
But
that
I'm damn proud of this book.
you should be.
Bless you.
And
You
I
know,
love the cover.
yeah,
And I
thank
have
you.
another photo. What does that have to do with the book? This other photo?
It does not. That other photo, I'm not sure who the artist is, but
It's a
I
beautiful
lost my
photo.
dog after 14 years, and you know how
There
the
it is. Is
universe-
that gorgeous photo?
Yeah, you know
It's
how the
cute.
universe works. You're scrolling through, and there's something that just makes you cry, you know. And that was me and my little boy, you know, and my little girl rather, and yeah. So that's just a beautiful.
It's a great photo. Would you have one of those hanging in your home?
No, I don't, but I have a lot of great stuff. We live
Yeah.
in a
You
nice,
collect a lot?
nice home, and I have one room that's mine. So this would be me, and then my room is me.
So now, are you in a big home that you purchased or no? You
It's
rent?
not a very big home, but it's a nice home. I live with my wife and my dog in East Quogue.
Well, it's beautiful out
And
there.
it's really nice. We have a place on the canal, and we each have our own room. She has a recording studio. I have my own studio where I write and I play my music, and that's the blessing. That's the blessing. The idea that
That
is-
happens to you.
that happens because you make it happen.
Right.
You know, and I, you know, right now I'm involved in a lot of volunteer work. I'm kind of semi-retired, so I do a lot of wildlife rescue out of Hampton Bays with
Nice.
Evelyn Alexander Wildlife, and I just started volunteering twice a week at a local church,
Very nice. That's,
blowing up mattresses for the homeless to sleep on. So,
oh, wow, that's wonderful.
Paying it forward.
yeah, paying it forward, you know, grateful every day. So.
Well, that's what I believe everyone sitting at this table does that. That's how we got where we got.
Yeah.
You know, if I didn't volunteer for Jerry Ferretti at the Long Island Film Festival, New York, Long Island Film Festival, 7 years ago, and Susan as well, who's part of the show, we wouldn't be doing all this. And I'm in 5 films now, which is amazing because I never did it, but he taught me. And so this whole thing of volunteering, people don't realize.
It's
You
a
lose your
beautiful
job.
thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Get
And
your
right now, all we
unemployment.
have is each other and community.
Right.
And-
Get your foot in the door, and
And
Right.
no
then you
matter
go
what
forward.
happens, we have each other, and that's the most important thing. And it's a theme that runs central. It's actually in that book somewhere that all we have is each other. And my son is in this book, and my son had a horrible start as well, and his story is in that book, and it's through his pain in the beginning of his life and his growth to the man he is now that actually is the redemption in the end
The
of this book.
redemption,
Because
right.
as I was writing, I'm thinking, holy cow, it's like the sins of the father,
Right.
right, are
Yes.
visited upon. And it turned out after my son read this book and he said, holy shit, Dad.
Well, did he know about
He
you
didn't know.
before?
Nobody knew anything about what went on in this book. A previous girlfriend and my darling aunt who passed away 25 years ago, and nobody knew. I carried that shame around
That's tough. How many
Forever.
years did you have to carry it without getting freed?
50 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
50 years, and in the beginning when I was a child, I carried it around because I loved my family so. And I had 2 wonderful grandparents, grandfathers. They're both in this book. One was a consummate musician, and the other was Peter Pan. And they saved me. And so they're in that book. But the end is the most important part of the book, because it shows that there is life through all the hardship that you've gone through, and then they hand you more hardship, and then in the end, it's okay.
It makes you strong.
It makes you really strong,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't be a victim.
Yeah, well, I think you could relate to that, can't
Yes,
you? Why don't
definitely.
We've
Why
been
don't you,
talking
add to that a
before the
little
show,
bit?
and it's just you
I
understand.
wanted to say too, I can appreciate and feel your feelings. When I started writing my book, I could only do an hour a day,
Mm.
and I used to give myself an hour, because when I type, I'd start crying.
Right.
Because I would relive the situation that I was hiding and I was carrying my whole life. So, and then my husband would hear me crying, and he'd say, all right, it's time to stop. So I'd put it away and I'd stop typing. Then the next day, and I said to myself, if I keep doing this an hour a day for 365 days, I could bump it out.
Yeah.
But at times I couldn't put chapters together, because there was so much heavy material I was carrying that I didn't know how to address it. And again, I was 8 years old with
Yeah.
my experience as well, so I really
So you
appreciate.
understand.
So
right.
yes, the trauma that you took, and the guilt and the shame,
Yeah.
and you walk around and you feel like you know that you're different than
For
other
years I
people,
thought
and
it
you
was
can't
all
express
my
it.
fault. The
Correct.
abuse
Correct.
that I absorbed, literally absorbed, physically, sexually, emotionally, I thought it was all my fault for years. Until I realized that, you know what, it wasn't my fault, it was this person's fault. And this person, it was my mom actually, passed away after I hadn't spoken to her for 26 years. And 4 years ago I had to go to Denver and bury her.
Whoa.
And it was...
That's really
It
unbelievable.
was really heavy
Hard.
duty, and she's not in this book, except she's labeled as monster. And there's a part in this book
Okay.
that's about her. And my first editor, God bless her, said, Stevie, you have to be more graphic in the detail about the abuse. And there is a part in this book where you'll have to close the book, because it is point blank, like a bat to the head.
Wow.
And it tells you exactly what I went through, who she was, what she did to the rest of the world.
Wow.
And her memoir is the complete antithesis of this. And when I put this out, I was thinking of selling them together, just so people could see the contrast
Whoa.
between
Wow.
what it was. And who knows? Maybe
Something.
there's a second.
Now,
book.
your father, you had a father too.
I had a wonderful father who was also an artist, who, people back then, when you got married in the 50s, no matter what you did, it didn't matter. You had to be the husband, there was the wife, and so forth. And he was a big figure in my life. I mean, after all, he gave me the bat, right? He gave me the bat and the book The Natural, and told me all about it, and told me about the character in that novel and how he went through so much hardship. And one of the things he said to me, which is in the book, he said, Stevie, no matter what happens, swing away.
Swing away.
And he had no
With
idea.
the bat. Yeah.
That bat never hit a wall.
No, it hit walls and
It hit
things.
people.
Right.
And at the time, I was angry and proud.
At the same time, right?
And
Yeah.
and now, I can't believe the stuff that I did. And if there is a creator, I really hope that he sees my heart. Or
Of
it
course
sees
he
my
does.
heart,
Don't you
because-
think so?
I agree.
Because this is, it's like any piece of work. It's a piece of art,
Right.
like a
Absolutely.
painting,
Yours.
like a music, like a movie.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's you.
Right.
And after
It's
I'm
yours,
dead,
yeah.
it'll still be me.
That's
you
true.
know?
So I have a question. When your
Yeah.
books came,
Mm-hmm.
what did you do?
When
When they came to the house in the box, your books, what'd you do that day?
oh, man,
Pop the champagne.
first I ordered 100 paperback, and I didn't like paperback, so I ordered 100. So I had 200 books. And when they came out, I went to every single bookstore on the East End, every library, and I donated the book to every library. And and I got on a local radio show. My friend Gianna Volpe from WLIW.
Yeah, I know.
I got on her show, Heart of the East End, and I actually have a book signing coming up.
Oh, where was that?
That's going to be in Riverhead at a place called the Book Place on December 13th.
Very nice, right around the holidays.
Yeah, right around the holidays. I want to support this store. Jocelyn is just this beautiful woman, just full of spirit, and she loves the community, and she supports local artists, and
That's very nice.
you know, I want to give her as much as she.
Did you have a book opening, like at a
I've
have
been
a party?
trying, and there are these bookstores that they call independent. They're really not. They're owned by conglomerates, and so you have to jump through hoops and submissions and
And
stuff.
pay a lot of money. Yeah.
Pay a lot of money, and there's no way I'm going to sell a book that can only enhance your business. You're telling me I have to pay $2,000?
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
That's why we do our own little things.
Yes.
We
That's
have,
right.
I have some book tours coming up. Maybe we're thinking of doing one in a furniture store, and every author would get their
That's
own
that's
living
the
room.
idea.
We do stuff that's different.
That's right.
It's not like everybody else does, and I hate
Yeah.
those forms they make you fill out.
It was
To
too
go into these
much.
book
It was
things, it's
just
like-
too
And they want so much money for
much.
it.
And all I'm saying is just take a book.
Right.
Just take a book. Well, you have to be on this, you have to be on that, and we get 70%, you get there. I said, I don't care. It's not about the money. It's really not about the money.
Which is
Have I
nice.
sold books? Yeah, I've sold over 100 books.
That's
And,
good, but you don't write a book about
but
to
I
make
don't
money.
write. I don't write it. I didn't write it for that. I wrote it. And after 10 years, I wrote it just to get it out of my life, and now it has a life of its own.
And
I don't
that's
know
it,
what
and that's what happens. So I asked you that question about what you did when the book came, because when my books came, I hid them. I hid them under my bed. I was afraid to even open it. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I hid them. And then I waited another day or two, and then I called my family up and I said, "Come over. We have to talk about something." And I handed them all the book. And that, to me, was the best way for me to explain it.
Yeah.
Because if I kept telling them what I was doing, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Your
it gets
family is
bigger
not
and
always your
bigger.
support.
No, and like the idea of the book gets bigger and bigger, and so I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you talk about the movie, and you have all these positions, and the movie is the winner of this, and when I'm thinking to myself, like, holy crap, like this is just a book, and now I'm thinking about making this into a movie.
Which is really exciting.
Can I?
Yes,
You know,
you can.
sure. I guess
And
so.
now I
An interesting
actually, since
story.
being
Yeah,
involved
no, it is.
in the film festival, I know what needs to be done.
Right.
But I need to hire a writer, actors,
Right.
you know, all those people.
It's a
that-
gauntlet
yeah.
to run, and it's a whole different thing than publishing a book.
But it's also another goal. And you're like, well,
yeah,
maybe
I'm
not.
excited about the whole
The,
thing.
the hardest part about a film is getting it funded.
Right.
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 I can write the script.
That's true.
Right. That's
I
right.
can
That's right.
get actors and
Invest
stuff.
in
Yeah.
But
Editing. Yeah.
that's the least of our worries.
Hmm?
Did your wife read the book?
The woman that I was married to at the time that I had my son read the book. We're still actually best friends.
Well, that's great.
We've been separated about 25 years. She is in this book. It's called The Girl on the F Train.
Very interesting. I love the titles.
Yeah, I'm not going to open and read you the titles,
Relatable.
but it's pretty. One editor told me that the titles were childish, and that
To me,
nobody would
it's
ever read
wonderful.
it, and that the chapters were too short. And I said, "Thank you very much. Here's your $500 that you friggin' asked me for. Have a nice day."
Bye.
Yeah.
Headlines, I like headlines that are wacky.
Yeah.
These
Yeah,
are
so
short
on.
and sweet, and you read any good piece of American literature. You read Steinbeck or like Hemingway, and I'm not comparing myself to them, or
course
even
not.
somebody more contemporary. You're going to see that the chapters are short. They're like scenes in a movie.
Right.
Boom, cut,
They're easy
next.
to read when they're
and to
like
the
that.
point.
Yes.
And they're to the point. And the most important thing about anything is the first couple of words. It's the sentence. It's that first thing that grabs you and pulls you in. Just like the scene in your movie. You know, you're
Right.
driving down a familiar street. There's your face. There's the road. I get it. And it's,
Well, it's very true.
That
It's already,
kind of a
yeah.
beauty, and that's what plagues us as artists.
Right.
It sounds like your book is very visual too.
Yes. And
It's very visual
making
and very
a film
poetic.
about it,
Yeah.
you really need very
Yeah.
good actors. Especially with
You got one here if you
explaining-
need.
and
I'm
you're
thinking, I'm
explaining.
always thinking and stuff, and I have a friend of mine who's in SAG, and she writes screenplays and stuff, and I sent her this AI conceptual screenplay that I had groomed this AI for, and I fed it the book, and it gave me a screenplay with dialogue. Then I asked it to print all the characters, photos of the characters, and it did the same thing. And everybody knows it's AI, but I am ready to share that with
Someone.
someone who just wants to look at it. They
Well,
can
I
tell
could
me, it's
guarantee
crap
that,
or it's not crap.
I could introduce you to
You know.
the ones that I totally profess to be the best that I know.
Mhm.
But there's plenty. But you want to make sure that you are going through someone that knows someone that.
Yeah, I was
because
told I have to
of
get an
the.
agent and then
You
this
don't
and
need that
and-
yet.
Now, to
No.
make a movie, it depends which way do you want to go. Do you want to go union, non-union?
Exactly.
Right,
How much do you need to get it funded?
right,
Are you going to self-fund it? Do you have the money? Do you need to get investors?
right.
And I mean, I have film crews, so I mean, I know how it's all done. It's just a matter of the money.
Yeah.
You could get it done on a low budget.
There was one woman who reached out to me on LinkedIn, and she was in California, and she does tax abatements or something for films. They
Oh,
give
okay,
you-
yeah, because depending
and
on
she
the
does
state,
the
you
bending,
get
right.
right.
And so she says, if this is the Lower East Side, and you're gonna film it in New York, send me the book, and I can get you X amount of money.
Yeah, because New York definitely gives you tax.
She's
Yeah.
a good woman you met. That's
Well,
good.
I'm
yeah.
sitting there and we're talking to her on Zoom, and I'm holding my wife's hand. I'm going,
But again, you
Yeah.
have to get a lot of different people's opinions.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
you know, like I said, everybody gets their 15. I'm thinking I'm down
Exactly.
to around 5-6 minutes. I better hurry up. You know what I mean? But
Well,
this is a great opportunity.
I think this
too,
is a
so I thank
great,
you guys.
very, and I know that Mary could definitely identify with it because we talked about her book
Yeah.
on a previous show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this girl has come so far
Oh,
with her
thank you.
degrees and all the consulting
I would
she
love
does.
to read your book.
Aw,
And she is amazing. And
thank
we
you.
became friends
Yes.
through networking
Yes.
many years ago. And it's just something how things just happen and
Yeah,
people
things
help
just happen.
people.
Yep.
Like
And,
I was telling her, it affected me academically too, because I was carrying it so hard and heavy, I couldn't even learn really in school. Cause you know what I'm talking about.
know.
It takes over you
Yeah, I know, and
completely.
you
You,
go in
can't
and out of
concentrate.
school.
Right.
I
Oh, there
know.
you go. See,
Yeah.
same pattern.
Well, I love the
Yes.
cover too.
Different path, but same
The
pattern.
cover is
book.
AI.
Yeah, the
I
cover.
love
My
it.
wife
Now, a
found
lot
the
of
picture.
people don't like AI. A lot
I
of
searched
yes.
for the photographer. I searched for
That's
this
pretty cool.
person high and low, and my publisher did, and I had an attorney friend of mine who can get into all this stuff. There is no photographer. It's an AI photo.
That's unbelievable.
And I said to
Unbelievable.
my publisher, Steph, is this okay?
That's
And she said,
perfect.
yeah, just put it out. If there's any kickback, then we're okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
the
this-
last thing I wanted to do is take somebody's photo.
No, of
But
course.
that photo, AI, I need a picture of somebody who's very abused with a bat from the back.
That's unbelievable. Well, Red Penguin Books, who is my mentor, the head penguin is Stephanie Larkin, and I wrote my 2 books with her, and I learned so much from her. And now we have
She's the
another
best.
friend, and he's dealing so much with. She recommended him here because we could help you maybe with the filming, and of course, a lot of questions and a lot of people you meet, and you're going to be doing a lot of one-on-one little talks with people. That's how it goes. And you never give up on your goal. You might try something else, but my goal when I wrote my book was, it's just like the Breakfast Club movie from many years ago, only we're seniors. That's the difference. And there's a lot more of us, and we got thrown out of the diner on
Yeah.
110
Yeah.
for making too much noise,
Yeah.
trying to do our job resumes,
Mm.
and having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that guy who's in the grave right now put us on the map because we called the paper. And they came, and Patricia Kitchen, the reporter for the Jobs, did a story on us, and she goes, "What's your name?" I said, "Well, we're like the Breakfast Club movie, only we're old."
Great
And
story.
that's what started 17
Great
years
story.
ago. This whole thing.
Amazing.
And then I did I got a job because of everything I did for free. And unfortunately, it was in the government. And my boss went to jail. So I lost again. So now I do everything on my own. And that's it. And I don't have a degree. And yet,
Me
I'm
neither.
not.
I never finished college.
I didn't finish.
never finished college, but I absorbed every single book that
Well,
came in my
reading is so
path.
important. You read a lot. don't you?
Everything, that's all I do is read.
That's good.
I'll watch a good
Wonderful.
documentary on Netflix, but you know what? We read. And the biggest part of my moving was where are all these books going to go?
Right, you have a lot.
I have too many.
You have to
and
donate. There's a great book place you can donate
I don't
to.
want. I have a pile of books that I'm thinking about getting rid of.
Yeah.
And they're like albums.
Yeah,
right?
I
They
got
each
you.
carry
I
a
know.
certain point of my
Well,
life.
not
with
only
them.
that, you
Of
know, you
course.
become like I have photo books
Yeah.
of every show because Susan's our photographer.
Amazing.
For
It's
for all these 6 years, I look different in each year, and with the Christmas party, one year was different than the Christmas party the following year, and we've just done so many great things and guests.
It's an
You know,
attachment.
it is.
It
It
is an
is.
attachment.
And
So
it
what do you
shows
think?
history.
I think it's amazing.
So you know, you should have some goals of that because you love the acting.
I would love
so-
to be in another movie.
Well, you will be because I see that you're
That'd be
very
in my movie.
pushy and you'll try.
And I would love it. Like if Stephen asked me to be part of his movie, yes.
You know, it's so funny because I walked in, I'm always looking for characters. And there's one character in there named Fat Jerry. No
Okay.
intended.
All right.
But I need people who are caricatures who could embody these people. And
Just
so
give me a
I'm
brief
always
description of what it should
looking.
be like, and then
Yeah,
I
I'm
think in my
always
head.
looking. You know, I had there was an old Italian woman named Mrs.
That's me.
Fassetti. And, you know, always dressed in black, you know,
What old
you know.
And I got black on today.
And so, you know, my head is, we're artists, right?
You really have an idea of what you want.
And so
yes.
we see the world differently than other
That's
people.
true.
And if you don't honor that and give yourself the agency to do that, then your art's worthless.
Plus the fact now when
It's
you
worthless.
do these interviews, you're doing them on the phone. I sent 72
And Zoom.
takes to my guy. I'm like, you didn't like any of them? But he kept working with me and telling me what he wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got into Max.
Yeah.
And then how I got into Crooked was because I worked for a crooked politician. I mean, all of this was
that's
in
a
the book.
shock.
Tied in.
Yeah,
I thought that was an oxymoron.
yeah.
How did you
A
get into
crooked
Fontana?
politician,
Really?
really? Take.
Fontana's I got into because I'm Italian and they needed an Italian mother that was not so nice. And then she had a bunch of boys that drove her crazy.
The anti-Valentina character.
Yeah, and you know, so it all happened by accident.
So you say you're
Right.
not that nice?
I
thought you
am
were
very
nice.
nice, but you know, I could be tough when I have to be.
That's right.
Okay, there
You
we go.
reminded him of his mother.
And I played his mother.
There you
That
go.
was a true story
Wow.
in Fontana's. It's
Wow.
not out yet, but it's coming
Great
out.
story.
It's a series. It's
Oh,
going to be like
wow.
The Sopranos.
Wow, how wonderful is that?
And I got half of the women in my book to do acting in the background.
There you go.
So this is a great, yes, does it make a lot of money? No. But when you're retired, like we are, you guys, you're not there yet.
No, close.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's
never
fun.
know who's going to see you.
And
That's
they
right,
feed
you
you
never
also.
know. That's right.
They-
And
they
nobody's
feed
going
you.
to do for you what you can do for yourself.
Exactly. And that's what
There's
you
a
have to
certain
do.
level, you know, yeah, I'll represent you, and you know what, don't represent me.
No, it's a bunch
Because you
of
don't
BS.
know me.
Right.
You don't know my story. Don't tell me you read the book and I got your back.
Right.
I got
like-
your back. Don't worry about it. I just met you. I got you back. It's
Right.
okay.
And you feel a sense of, you also feel that sense of accomplishment that you
You want me to
wrote the
drive you out
book
to
and
the
then,
squad?
That's
That
right.
was a relief.
and you
It's
know
a
what you
relief.
want to have
I
in
know.
your
That's
film.
right.
I
That's
wouldn't
right.
know what you want in your film.
I
could
want to
read it.
sit there. I want to be as creative as possible.
And you could, you know,
so that I
tell
can
that
see
people,
that vision.
tell them, screen ladder,
Yeah.
sit down, cross
Yeah.
your knee. That's what the guy does that is coaching you.
Yeah,
That's doing
Yeah.
the film.
yeah.
But today is the day before Halloween, and it's the last day of Italian month. You know, Christopher Columbus month
Oh,
and National Heritage for Italians. So I brought this little flag in today because I love to be Italian. And everybody always gets a little gift on the show. And I asked you, remember I said I asked your age, I don't usually ask your age, but there was a reason.
Oh,
And so now you'll understand the reason, okay? Because that's your little gift.
oh, thank you.
And this, I know that you always were writing numbers. and
Bottle
all that.
opener.
Thank you.
And this is a
Thank you.
man's change.
Oh, thank you.
Does
Thank
it have
you.
a
So
right
when you
age on it?
change-
I'm younger than it says.
And
You are
this
71 forever.
is a great little tool. You could use it for a lot of things.
A whip. A whip.
Oh, yeah.
You
But
can use it
it's-
as a tickler.
Yes, exactly.
It's a neon
sometimes-
ticket. You can turn the lights off.
Yes. So
And it
yeah.
lights up, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fiber.
This
they're,
is
they're really
great
good.
for when you go to a show and you want to have lights, but
That'd
for
be
some
brilliant.
reason, it's not working
My
right
dog will
now.
like it.
Probably went out.
My cat would like
Yeah,
it.
try it out.
My cat would love to play with that.
Yes. Speaking of cats, okay, since you have a cat,
I have two
tell me
cats.
what to do with this. Someone gave it to me as a gift. What is it?
Batteries.
What is this? The Universe of Cats. It looks like a mini cat book.
It's like a puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
It is a puzzle.
There you go.
It's very interesting.
Well, you
And I
could
actually
have
have a
it.
black cat too.
You could have it. There's my cards.
Oh, thank you.
That's my cards.
Good, thank you.
And I'll sign my book for you, Stephen, and you have to sign your book for me.
I
I
got
shall.
a black cat witch's puzzle. My cat's gonna love to see it when it's done.
See? All right, there you go.
Binks.
Really?
Yes.
It's not going to be catastrophic, right?
You'll never guess where I got the name Binks from.
Hey,
You don't know?
accounts
movie
do
Hocus
have sense of
Pocus.
humor occasionally.
Yes, the black cat's name is Binks.
Guess what mine used to be?
Binks.
I whack it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Whack,
Wow.
bell book and
Yeah.
And then my other cat's name is Phoebe. I rescued her. Her name was Phoebe. So we left it Phoebe because all the cats in the litter were named after our friends. So.
So we have a little cat mothers here today, or what?
Dog.
Yep.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dogs.
I'm not an animal
Well,
person.
dogs and cats. Anything,
I
really.
have allergies.
I don't have a dog, but I see my mother's dog, and it's a great thing.
My daughter,
Therapeutic.
when I go visit her, she gives her dog Xanax because of me. He doesn't like me. He just doesn't like me. It must be because,
Isn't that amazing?
well, I'm afraid because I get sick.
They
you know.
they sense that.
they do say.
Yeah, they sense
They're
And,
that.
very
uh,
smart animals.
Yeah, it's
They
really
know
funny.
people.
Everybody thinks it's hysterical because he has to give him Xanax.
So my poor cat's all stressed out from the little one. He's 8 months old. She's 5 years old.
Thank you
You,
so
and I'm
much.
gonna
He's
have this
stressing her out. I had to
month.
take her to the vet and get some medicine because she's pulling her fur out. So.
There's another pen.
This is something that I have to get used to.
What?
Signing.
Well, once you figure out what you want to write, right? You
Yeah.
write the same thing all the time.
All the best, blah blah blah. All the
no,
best,
you
blah
have
blah
to
I
blah.
want
have
to be-
a jingle.
You know, I wanted something like be true to yourself. Blah, blah,
Yes.
blah,
Well,
but it's like,
I'll tell
know,
you what my jingle is. Every day, get up, get dressed, show up.
yeah,
Never give
perfect.
up.
Yeah, perfect.
And I have another jingle. Every day, if you cry, if you laugh, and if you think, that's a good day.
I thought every day you wake up and stand up, you're good day.
That's right. So now we have a little game. We're almost out of time.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We're in trouble now.
So read that and give me an answer.
Something cheap. People who don't appreciate the waiters and waitresses after they break their necks to serve you a good meal, I think. Or people who just provide a service. Like they work hard just like everybody else. They might not show it, they might not act it, but everyone's in there to make the almighty dollar. And I hate people who are cheap. I think,
Don't say hate. Hate's
all
a
right,
big word.
all right, despise.
Despise is even a big
Loathe?
word. Don't like me.
Don't like.
Be nicer.
Okay. Hey.
Okay, what does yours say?
Something expensive.
All right, so what would that be for you?
Probably gold because
Yes,
gold
very
doesn't
hot
tarnish.
now.
Gold doesn't tarnish. Fake gold tarnishes, and if you find gold in an individual, true gold, you'll be okay because the
Rewarded.
person will
You'll
not
definitely
That's
be
very
rewarded.
true.
through the years.
Yeah.
Very good.
Good answer. Good answer.
Okay.
No, no.
Just so you see the color of this, the person it's about is orange. What is found in Donald Trump's hair? Boy, could we
There
only
you
imagine?
go. This is my favorite.
It could be
joke.
a lot of different things.
We already
And
have an answer.
hopefully it's not lice.
But we like Donald, so you know.
Yeah.
I like Donald too. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Hopefully it's not lice. I'm thinking.
His name is on the first chapter of my book.
There you go.
It says,
wow.
"You've been fired." Donald Trump says
There
that
we go.
every day.
What's in Donald Trump hair? Fire. It's on fire.
Okay, I like that.
There you go.
Really good.
There you have it.
Let's see. Something noisy.
Me.
My new band.
The
The new
band.
project
There
that
you
I
go.
just
Yes,
joined.
which what was the name of that? Because I wanted to write that down.
So this is a great band. They're a great bunch of people. It's all original music, and it's a cross between Rage Against the Machine and Electric Light Orchestra. And the name of the band is called Saving Sanity.
Saving Sanity. That's
Saving
some title,
Sanity,
isn't it?
and it's the most interesting music I've ever played. I've always liked to rock, but this is so heavy and so beautiful, and it's very noisy. Very, very noisy.
Is it? But you're in a lot of different, from what I heard, music.
different bands. It ran in my family. It's in the book. My grandfather was a prolific composer. I have hundreds of pieces of his work.
Wow. You must have a big library at home.
Yeah,
No.
I couldn't fit the bookshelf in the room I'm in, so my books are piled up in very design-orientated kind of.
Very nice. Do you have any
Kind of
children?
shows.
I do. I have a 37-year-old son who's in the book, who I'm very proud of, born with cerebral palsy, and graduated with a master's from Binghamton.
That's great.
And now is working as a disabled advocate, writing laws and stuff. He wants to
That's
run
good.
for office.
Interesting.
I'm
Good
very
for
proud of
him.
him.
We just
Yeah.
went to a cerebral palsy event, Susan and I and some other people.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
It's an amazing
going.
community, and his big pitch is that one day we're all going to be disabled in some way, and so what I'm fighting for my community is what I'm fighting for you in the future, and that's his ethos.
And the funny thing about disabilities, do you know who's disabled?
Right? Who?
Me.
See?
I'm 100% disabled, but do you know it? No.
No, you don't know it. You don't know it.
I have a
Yeah.
lot of issues going on.
Yeah.
She knows.
I am
right,
too.
Valentina?
Yeah.
I
But,
am.
So am I.
I talk about my stuff. I have
Everybody
fibromyalgia.
is. Yeah.
But I mean, I've
It's a
had 5
killer.
operations this year. I'm going for the sixth one
Yeah.
on Monday.
And
But
here you
people-
sit
And
Yeah,
here I
but-
with
sit.
an awesome film.
But people will
Boom
say,
shakalaka.
I don't give
"Come."
up.
They
Why?
say it, But they used to call fibromyalgia years ago the doctor's wife's disease
Really?
because all the doctors' wives got it because they were wacky. But now you can
It's
get
a real thing.
disability from it.
For it.
But that was back when. I remember going to doctors and say, send it to a shrink, send it to a shrink.
You're
No,
crazy.
that wasn't the
Crazy,
case.
right.
But that's how life is today. But now it's a lot better.
Well, all I could say is never give up. Keep going for your dream, no matter what people tell you, because especially family, they're going to tell you can't do it. You know what? In my
True,
life, anytime
true.
people tell me I can't do it, guess what? I prove you wrong.
And that's how I learned so much
So-
working for this big editor who he drove me nuts, but I really adored him as a friend. And he used to dump, as in dump doo-doo, on Bill Gates' toilet. And that was
Wow.
my first marketing job in Manhattan
I love
for
it.
15 years.
Sounds
I love
shitty
it.
to
And
me.
his name was Bob, and he taught me so much. I was afraid of him. But you know what? In 17 years, I learned so much. That when I left there, I could do all this.
Okay.
But they didn't let me do it when I worked there because I was a woman.
Peaks and valleys in life, and you just go for the peaks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go for the peaks.
So, where do they get your book? Amazon?
Yeah, so it's on. It's all over the internet. Again, Stephanie put me on stuff. It's really interesting to see your book in Korean characters. Amazing. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. It's on Strand. You can also order it directly from Red Penguin.
And they could buy it from you.
And
Like you
can
just
buy it
bought
from
mine
me.
today.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
You can just buy the book. Yeah.
It's the best. Well, congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
Thank
I
you
know
very
we're going to
much.
be in discussions like the next few
Yeah,
weeks.
absolutely.
And how about you? How do they see the movie now?
Okay, well, Range Anxiety, hopefully will be on streaming platforms soon. Right now it's been killing it in the film festivals. Cairo Killer, that's my baby. I do have a 137-page award-winning script. I'm trying to get it funded, but the short is on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube, type in Cairo Killer, like a chiropractor, CHIRO.
That'll be good.
And if you go to my IMDb, Richard Kern, you'll see all the movies I'm in and where you can see them, whether it's on Amazon, Tubi, Hulu,
Okay.
whatever.
And former Soprano star. Where do we
I'm
find you on? Are you there on IMDb?
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
see you
Yes,
there.
I am. Yes, and I was in a lot of other movies, but I was an extra in a few of them in commercials.
We're
It's called
coming to that.
background now. We don't
There
call
you
you
go.
extras
Yeah.
anymore.
And our
And
back.
that's my friend.
And that we want Curtis to be
Here
on the
we-
show.
Curtis.
And you, honey,
Curtis
you
for
have 3
mayor.
minutes.
Okay,
20 seconds.
I'm on IMDb. Michael H. Fenster, the few movies I've been in, not Extortion Thugs, but the 3 I've been in, and I just think it's a thrill of a lifetime.
And that is a wrap, guys. And this is it.
Yay!